Okay, so he was a dresser at Phantom of the Opera, and we were making costumes for it. And I invited him to a fitting of a costume that he dressed for the performer that he dressed, because I wanted to radically change the way it worked. It closed in the back, but it was a bustle dress. So you can, I mean, if you know you know what a bustle dress is. You have this big thing sticking out here, and it was all interrupted. And I said, wait, this should close in the front because there's a drape over the zipper. And then that way the back cage doesn't have to be broken. So but that's a big radical change. And maybe where he's dressing, maybe where he's putting the dress on this woman, maybe he needs it to open in the back, whatever. So I called him, I talked to him. He was stunned because costume shops, the people in costume shops don't talk to dressers. Dressers are beneath them. They just don't do it. Nobody wants their advice or their input. They think they're stupid. They're going to ruin the clothes, whatever. And so when I called him, I got his phone number. I called him up. I said, hey, I want you to come to this fitting because I want to radically change the way this dress works. And he was like, what, really? So that's what we did. And then he was like my friend for life. And so when he became, Rosie O'Donnell's assistant, and he was a good friend of Marla Maples, and Donald was taking her to Paris. She was hoping that he would marry her there because she was pregnant and all this stuff. So she wanted to take a wedding dress, and he designed it. And we went over to Trump Towers and measured her. And I took Polaroids of her in her underwear because we had to pad up a dress form to be that pregnant. So we made this dress. We stayed up all night long. I was actually flying to Italy the next day for the Spoleto Festival. So I just left in the morning after the dress was done, after being up all night. All of us, the whole crew, we were up all night. Well, maybe 5 of us or something. And then I went to Italy and my crew delivered the dress. And what was the funniest thing was that the dress was it was a mini dress. But you saw pictures in the National Enquirer of Marla Maples, and she had this gown, like a bridal gown size, which was all just photoshopped in because I put the dress in a bag, and the bag was this big, right? Anyway, so I'm in Italy for, I don't know, a week and a half or something. And when I get back, and then I was exhausted, and then eventually I made the bill and I sent it in. And I get this call from the Trump organization, and this very snooty woman, and she's like, you need to reconsider this. This is too much money. And I'm like, if you want me to reconsider it, I'm going to raise the price because I'm going to think of things that I miss. No, we will not pay this. And I said, okay. But I said, I'm going to tell you that I have pictures of the pregnant Marla Maples in her underwear. Now I can sell them to a newspaper
for a lot more than what you got for the dress.
More money, but I don't want more money. I will just sell them for the amount of money that the amount was $10,000, right? So I said, I just want the amount of money I want. And so I can get it from you, or I can get it from the Enquirer. I don't really care. And so they paid me. So I always like to say that I was better at the art of the deal than Donald Trump, but that's my own little joke.
You got the Trump organization to pay you because you were able to use the leverage that you had. This is a political Machiavellian maneuver that you made. And congratulations to you.
I just thought, come on, I'm not going to get stiffed for 10 grand from.
Good for you. That's impressive. I like that.
So, so that's what I did. And they paid me.
Good.
And we did